What's up, y'all? Out here at the range, as you can see, this wind's picking up out here. I swear it's about to blow me down the hill down here, but I think we can power through it. Out here doing a bunch of jelly testing today. That's all I've been doing out here today. So far, some pretty interesting stuff I've seen out here that y'all have probably already seen the videos on. But for this one here, we're going back to the good old 9mm, and as you can see by the title, we're going back to one of my personal favorites, which is the Sig V-Crowns. So as y'all can see, the usual setup with the jelly contraption, got the chrono, got 2 blocks of gel. Now this block we're working with here is completely clear, other than just a little bit that poked in from the previous test on the other end. I've got her flipped around, so we're starting fresh on this new block up here. And what we're working with, like I say, are the Sig V-Crowns, one of my personal favorite defensive 9mm rounds. We got the 124 grain V-Crown, which is my preferred weight when I'm carrying these things. And then we got something that a lot of people have been requesting that I test out, which is the M17 version of the V-Crowns. Basically, these are the 124 plus P versions of the regular V-Crowns, is the M17 designation. Now I'm expecting some really good things out of these rounds, and to be honest with you, if these things perform like I'm hoping they will, they may end up being my new carry round. As far as the tool we're working with today, we're working with my personal EDC, the Sig P365 with the 3-inch barrel. So if these can perform really nicely out of a 3-inch barrel, they're definitely some winners. And I'll be honest with you, from what I've seen of the regular V-Crown so far, I expect some really good stuff out of these rounds. But enough of the chit chat, let me get everything set up and let's get at it. All right, y'all, as usual, we're gonna get us some speeds on these rounds so we'll know what we're working with. I'm gonna start out with the standard pressure, just the standard 124 grainers first. I'm gonna do a 3-round average on each one of them. So let's see what we get. .1107, 1072, and 1011. So a little bit inconsistent there. Let's go check it out, see what the average is. All right, so the 3-round average on the standard pressure 124 grainers is 1,063 feet per second. So let me reset this and let's check out those M17 plus Ps. All right, y'all, let's see what these spicy boys can do. The M17s, I got 3 rounds of these also. I'm expecting good stuff out of these. 1047, 1053, and 1059. Very consistent, but I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of disappointed in the speeds on those. I expected a lot more. Let me check the average out on that. All right, so the 3-round average on the M17 plus P 124s is 1,053 feet per second. And if you remember on the standard pressure, it was 1,063. So you're talking about 10 more feet per second faster out of the standard pressure versus the plus P M17s. That's just a bizarro world. So let me get everything reset up and let's see what happens in the gel. All right, y'all, it's not so hot jelly time. Just so y'all know, I actually put 3 more rounds to the chrono before I moved the chrono and set this gel up, and it was the same thing. Very consistent, but just about 1,050, 1,060 feet per second. Very disappointing for plus P rounds. Now, I may do good in the gel, but either way, that's disappointing because that's, you know, it was less than the standard pressure. Anyway, let's start out with the standard pressure and see what they can do in the gel, y'all. Here we go. All right, look like a good hit. Let's go down there and see what happened. All right, y'all, as y'all can probably already see, fantastic performance out of that V-Crown. I didn't expect anything less. Pretty much every test I've done with these V-Crowns, they performed excellent. They're definitely one of my top picks for 9mm defensive rounds. But let's see what this M17 can do. I expect pretty much the same performance, to be honest with you. I'm gonna try to put it up above that other one if I can. Let's see what we get here. All right, went up above it and a little bit to the left, should be perfect. Let's go down there and see what we got. All right, y'all, let's take a look at what we got down here. Both of these rounds performed excellent. Excellent penetration, excellent expansion on them, great wound channel on them. Both of them did a fantastic job. That being said, I'm very disappointed in this M17. I know that sounds crazy. I just said they did a fantastic job, and I'm disappointed. But most of y'all out there, I'm sure, know why. I mean, this thing is marketed as a plus P. It's supposed to be above and beyond the regular 124, and arguably the regular 124 did better. It's the one on the bottom here, the plus P M17 is on the top. The one on the bottom, the standard, did better. It got more penetration, and from what I can tell, exactly the same expansion on them. Now we'll pull them here and measure, but from just eyeballing them, the wound channels are virtually identical. The expansion is identical, and the penetration is more on the standard pressure. So yeah, I'm definitely disappointed in the M17 being marketed as something that's above and beyond the standard version. Now, as far as the penetration on them, the M17 is out here at 14 and just barely over a half. We'll call it 14 and 5/8. The regular version poked into the second block about ½ an inch, so it's at 16.5 inches, and then it rebounded back to about 15.5. So definitely the perfect penetration on the standard version. I mean, good on the M17 also, but like I say, it's just disappointing that is marketed as being a better round than the standard version when it's truly not. All right, y'all, let's take a look at the projectiles. On the left is the M17. On the right is the normal 124. Just eyeballing them, there's maybe a little tiny bit more expansion out of this M17 for whatever reason, but it's very hard to distinguish between the two. Very, very hard. They both expanded very nicely. As you can see from the side, sometimes you can tell by how much material is still left. You can see the M17 definitely expanded a little bit more, but not enough to go out and seek these things over to the standard version. It's really disappointing how much the same that these two versions are, to be honest with you. But let's get some measurements on them. All right, I'm not seeing any material in the gel visibly, but let's check them and make sure. We'll start with the M17 first. 125.2 on that one, so no loss there. Then the standard version here is 125 exactly, so no loss of material on either one of these. Now let's check out the expansion difference. Like I say, it's visibly a little bit more on this M17, I will say. So let's see what we got here. So we got 14.8, 14.3, and 14.1. So very nice expansion on the M17. Now the standard version, 14.1, 13.7, and 13.8. So just a tiny bit of extra expansion out of that M17. If you didn't have these calipers, you could barely tell the difference. So there you go, y'all. The standard 124 versus the M17 supposed plus P. Funny enough, we got a little more velocity out of the standard than we did the plus P version. So like I say, I've loved these V-Crowns. These are some of my favorites. So I'm not disappointed as far as the performance in general of either one of these. I'm just disappointed, like I say, that this is so much similar to the standard version. But y'all let me know down in the comments, what do y'all think about these rounds? What do you think about the difference between them? All right, y'all, another jelly test in the books. This one definitely did not turn out how I thought it would and how I was hoping it would, to be honest with you. I expected those M17 V-Crowns to go above and beyond just the standard pressure V-Crowns, and honestly, they didn't at all. The same or less speed out of the plus P than over the standard pressure, which makes absolutely no sense. Whether it's just a ploy to a marketing ploy to get people to buy these, whatever the case is, it's disappointing to see when manufacturers do stuff like this and they hype these rounds up to be so much more than the standard version and they fall flat like this. Now, like I said, both of these still, the performance is absolutely excellent on both of them, don't get me wrong, and they're still, in my opinion, V-Crown is some of the best 9mm defensive ammo on the market, period. But like I say, it's just disappointing to see a premium or a plus P version of it do just exactly the same as the standard version. Apparently the wind out here is a big fanboy of these M17s because it's blowing like crazy, trying to blow me down out here for talking bad about them. But y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all's thoughts are on this. I know there's several people out here who actually use these M17s because I've had several requests to test these. So I went out of my way to try to get these things because I had to order them online. Now, they weren't more expensive than the regular versions. Of course, I had to pay shipping, but that's besides the point. So I guess as far as the cost, you really, I mean, you can't expect more, but just the branding of it makes you expect more than what you got here. But either way, they both work excellent. If you can get them for the same cost, just pick whichever one that you see out there because they're both fantastic rounds. But y'all let me know what y'all's thoughts are down in the comments. Like I say, have you had a different experience with these M17s than what I had here today? I'll be curious to see what y'all think about this. Check out my Amazon storefront affiliate link down in the description. Like I always ask you, if you shop through Amazon anyway, hit that link first. It goes straight through Amazon like normal from there, and anything you buy anywhere on the site, I get a kickback from towards the channel, so I really do appreciate that. Check out my Axle affiliate links down below, also in the description, for these GS Extreme earbuds and several other models. Really fantastic stuff right here from my experience so far, so check those links out. There's some big discounts versus going straight through their website. Appreciate all my Range Gang members out there who hit that join button. That really helps the channel, so I thank y'all for that. Thank you to every single person who watches my videos, thumbs up, subscribes, and leave me them comments down below. Let me know what y'all think about this test. I got to get set back up because I got a couple more tests I'm going to try to knock out before I head out of here today, so stay on the lookout for those. In the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see y'all soon.